Most of this video is about issues. Alright, this right here is beginning to get really annoying. Almost every time I get in my car, this trip counter is blank. Let's hit PDR, and it's a blank screen. Not very happy to find the floor mats soaking wet and the AC drain leaking onto the floor and maybe harming the PDR. You can get all kinds of moisture inside this car, just even off to the side. I will include some helpful tips and some fun driving experience that's a little bit of a reality check. Hey, hello, how are you? Welcome to Road Odyssey. I am Bert, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Please subscribe down below. I would appreciate that very much. And I have a list of topics here: reliability, help, and driving fun. So, don't want this video to be considered anything more than good information, like all of my C8 observation videos, I hope are. And I hope that I provide you with the idea that the C8 Corvette, no matter what happens with it, except for getting smashed up maybe, it's just a fantastic car, and I enjoy it more than anything in the world. So let's go over all my little topics for this video and have a little fun. Here we go. The reliability of the C8 Corvette is pretty good, considering it's a newly designed car and it's going through all the speed bumps of today's problems. That's not to say that there really are reliability issues, and I would like to show you some of my most recent reliability issues that I've experienced. I begin with a trip counter. Alright, this right here is beginning to get really annoying. Almost every time I get in my car, this trip counter is blank. Have no idea why. So the easiest thing for me to do is come down. I scroll down so that trip 2 will come up, and then I scroll back up so that trip 1 will come up. Just really annoying. Alright, just washed the car. I pulled it out, stopped, washed it, just started the car, and looky here. Trip counter gone again. Alright. The driver's dash display reset itself. This is how I have my display set up. I hopped in the car, and like a flash, it went from the original screen to the default original screen. And you can see they're both at 318 miles. I'm not playing games. It really did just flash and reset. Having the PDR go blank on a C7 or a C8 is actually quite common. Here's my experience up to date. All right, just hopped into the Corvette, and I would like to show you just how well the PDR on my car is working at the moment. So, here's my home screen. Here's PDR. Let's hit it. Oh, look, there's nothing there. I just made a video previously for the C8 PDR going dead. And here's just the very last use of the PDR on May 7th, 2022. Took it out to Holiday Chevrolet. Fantastic people. And there is Chad scratching his head, trying to figure out what's going on here. He pulled out the passenger side footwell, which that plate has the Bose speaker and the PDR module. Well, before getting to it, he pulled out the floor mats, which were soaking wet and grody. So he discovered that the AC drain pipe, well, it goes right over the PDR. Put it up on a rack and got this drain pipe completely sealed, both inside the cab and outside. So that's start number 1. They've ordered a new PDR module, and that's going to be part 2 of this particular video. And just keep an eye out for this. I hope it helps. Another common topic is moisture from the rear hatch. All right, so there is plenty of water back here when you wash because of these side vents. And also, in my case, all up around the edge of this is wet. I mean, all around. And that means that all the way from corner, all the way around here to corner, all that's wet. And then you'll get moisture all across through here. All right, so you see all kinds of moisture coming in from these side vents, all down along the side, across the back. But you can still see pretty much how you can get all kinds of moisture inside this car, just even off to the side. Now, come up here and look at this. You see that? This thing's gotten all kinds of junk all over it. It's kind of maybe not rusty, but it doesn't look good. Here's another one right there. See how that doesn't look right? It's not a nice black bolt. It is kind of corroded, and these are the same way. They've got goop all over them, and so they really need to be cleaned and get all this stuff off of them so that I don't ruin them. All right, I just indexed the window, but you can see some of the moisture. This is inside the window. Watch. See that? That is moisture right on the inside of the window. When I close the door, you might see it a little better. See that? Right down through there. Irritating. I would like to reiterate a couple of helpful tips. I've made 3 videos about grill guards. Consider reviewing those videos. The last one, I show you how to make very simple, very low profile, yet extremely helpful guards. I really hope you take notice of this. At the car shows, nobody ever saw these grill guards. Another prior video was car covers. I tell you what kind of covers that I use on the car, as well as a tarp, and I show you step by step how I do it, and I include knot tying so that you can more efficiently hunker down all these covers in case your car has to sit outside. Fun-spirited drives, or the C8 Stingray seems like a supercar, but I have thoroughly enjoyed driving the C8 Corvette with other C8s and other generations of Corvettes. Out on the twisty back roads, for example, in Eureka Springs, you know, we drove fairly quick. Not that I'm going to show it all, but we were pulling over 0.5 and 0.6 Gs a lot of the times on these little twisties. We had a fantastic time. Now, the point is when you drive with cars that are the same like and kind, you could easily elevate the value of the C8 as a performance car and thinking, oh man, this has got to be a supercar. Well, the more that I've driven this C8 and gone out with the BMWs and the Porsches, say for example, GT3s, the Carrera Turbos and GT3 RS, you know, those are higher level luxury sports cars, if not supercars. And the C8 Corvette does not compare to a GT3 RS and some of these other Porsches. So it's a good reality check as to whether the C8 Stingray is a supercar. Well, no, it's not a supercar, but it's very close and it's very nice. And I think that's why it makes a fantastic GT car. Well, that'll do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And please subscribe down below. I appreciate that as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you have any ideas for future Corvette videos, And I'm sure there are a ton of ideas out there. So just let me know. One that y'all suggested was a comparison between the Toyota GR86 and, the Chevy C8, which I think might be kind of a neat video. Haven't gotten to it yet. So anyway, I love the Corvette. Have no misconception that this really is my favorite car in the world. I do love Mustangs and like the Alfa Romeo 4C. I mean, there's just tons of cars out there that I really, really love. I'm interested in, well, like my wife has the Jaguar F-Type. I'm interested in the Nissan Z that's coming out. I would love to get my hands on one of those. So anyway, a lot of cool stuff out there, and I'm rambling, so I guess I need to say goodbye. So relax, take it easy, and I will see you later. Adios. All right, this right here is beginning to get really annoying. Almost every time I get in my car, this trip counter is blank.